Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm sending a message from my device to my friend using WhatsApp. Okay, so what will happen? This application layer will process the message. Okay, it will start sending the message. So after that, after we are sending, click the message. So what will happen? The layer will start working. Presentation layer will do the very important job, that is the encryption. Okay, presentation layer is the one which is encrypting all the data. Okay, so by default, it will encrypt the data. After encryption, it will go for the session layer. Session layer will establish a connection between the two devices. First, it will check whether the devices exist or not and all the things. So once it is there, then the transport layer will start working. And guys, and some people will be mistaken. Okay, transport layer will do sending the job. No, transport layer will do nothing. It will just set whether the data is sent via TCP or UDP. Okay, so we having two protocols. Okay, TCP protocol and UDP protocol. So this transport layer will select which layer. Okay, what we have to use. Okay, we need to use a TCP or we need to use a UDP. That is what it will do. Okay, and then after that it is selected. Okay, now I want to send the data via TCP, and now I know I want to send the data via UDP. Means after that it will go to the next layer, that is network layer. Okay, network layer only every IP address will start working. So imagine for an example, I'm going with like a local host. Okay, so let me just open it and yeah, I'll visualize it. Then it will be easy for you. Okay, so just 1 minute. Because for an example, this is my device A. Okay, so device A. Okay, and imagine this is the Wi-Fi. I'm going to send a data using Wi-Fi. Okay, and then I'm having here is device B. Device A, Wi-Fi, and then device B. Okay. Okay, so what would happen? First, device A will send a message. Okay, so just listen. Device A will send a message as hello, and this hello will be processed in the application layer.
Wait, wait.
What's that? Okay. So guys, now listen. First, device A will start sending the first message, okay, in the to the application layer. So once the hello message has been sent, then second what it will do, it will go to the presentation layer. Okay. So presentation layer, all the encryption will happen. For example, it will be converting everything to hexadecimal or any other data. Okay. So this is what will happen in the presentation layer. Okay. So once this is done, then next what will happen? It will go for the next layer. Okay. Here that is session layer. So session layer will establish a connection. Okay, session layer will establish a connection. Connection in the sense this will directly go to Wi-Fi, and then this will directly check whether this IP address is available or not. So and it is not making any thing for it is just doing like a network discovery. Imagine it like this. Okay, so this is what session layer will do. After this, we'll be having the network layer. Okay, so what network layer will do is network layer will select the IP address. Okay, IP address. So wait, transport layer and network layer now. Sorry, I just got confused. Yeah, transport layer and network layer. Yeah. So here what it will do, TCP protocol or UDP protocol will be selected by using the next layer, that is the session transport layer and then network layer. So finally, one more layer is next network layer. So here this network layer, what it will do is it will select the port numbers and everything. And actually TCP itself, it will do okay, which first which protocol it needs to use and which port number it needs to use. Okay, all the things will be determined by using the transport itself. Okay. And next what will happen? Next, it will go for the IP address of the device, because we need to know the IP address, then only we can able to start making a conversation. But guys, the date whenever we are transferring a data will not transfer using IP address. IP address will just create a route between the two devices itself. Okay, by using IP address, we won't share any data. Okay, that is a different concept. Okay, so now the next layer, that is data link layer, and then one more layer is finally physical layer. Okay, let me just make a connections. Sorry, the diagram is looking like a bit clumsy. Okay. So guys, this one is network layer. Okay, next layer is data link layer. This is the very important one. Okay. So data link layer will do only one thing, that is finding the MAC address of the device. So MAC address, that is the physical address which I told you yesterday. So whenever we are transferring a data from one device to another device, it will be sent via this MAC address. Okay, by using the physical address. Okay, by using this IP address, we can able to check. Okay, this device is having this MAC address. That is what this IP address will do. That is the main usage of IP address here. Okay, so what will happen in data link layer automatically? This will use a service called ARP. Okay, ARP. Okay, so guys, listen. So this is Mac resolve. Okay, so guys, what will happen? This will directly communicate with ARP server. It will request ARP in the sense it will broadcast everything. For example, here this ARP will request the data to the. It will send a message to Wi-Fi. Okay, and then what this Wi-Fi will do after this, what it will do? It will just, for example, I'm having multiple devices. I'm having here is device B, sorry, device C. Device C is there, and then here imagine it is having device D. So multiple devices are there, and and for an example, my device is having an IP address of 192.168.1.4. Okay, and by default, one will be having for the Wi-Fi. So 192.168.1.1, this will be for the Wi-Fi, and this device D is having 192.168.1.32, and this is having 192.168.1.34. Okay, so guys, imagine these are all the things, and the Wi-Fi, all the devices has been connected to the Wi-Fi. Okay, but we need to send the data only to the device B. So we know the device B's IP address, right? So that is 192.168.1.34. So what this ARP will do? So this MAC will send this IP address. So find MAC address of 192.168.1. What is that? 34. Okay, so this is what the request will send from the MAC, from the data link layer. So what will happen? ARP will send the request. Okay, who is that? Wait, let me just. Who was the IP? Who was having the data? This is x dot 34. Okay, so guys, this is what ARP will say, ARP will do, and then what will happen? All the messages will be going to him. Are you having? So like imagine it will be like this, okay? So are you having? So guys, what will happen? This is what will be happening. Okay, are you having this IP? Are you having this IP? Are you having this IP? Like that, wise, this ARP will broadcast it everything. Broadcast will send a message to all the devices. Okay, so once, for example, this device B is having. So what this will do? This will send a request. Okay, this will directly communicate. Okay, so what it will say? So I'm the one who's having. For example, direct. Imagine like this. Okay, so I'm the one who's having. I am having it. This is my Mac. So guys, this is what this device B will do. So once this ARP broadcast everything to all the devices, this B device, okay, I'm the one who's having IP address of 134. Kindly take this Mac. So this is my Mac address. So this is what ARP will return. So once ARP got this IP address, ARP will directly send it to them, send it to this guy. Okay, wait. So after that, ARP will directly resolve it to MAC. So now MAC got the MAC. Now this data link layer got the MAC address. Okay, so this is data link layer. And then final IP will be there, followed by port, followed by MAC, followed by actually no order will be like this: MAC, followed by IP, followed by port, followed by the encrypted data. So this will go to the physical layer.
এটা রেকর্ডিং করলে হবে নাকি রে ল্যাপটপ রে?
Actually, I'm having some issues with this. It's not correctly creating where okay, some distance is there. So guys, this is what will happen. So what will happen? Device A want to send a message to device B. Like they want to transfer some data, that is hello message. So first application layer will directly send it to the presentation layer. Presentation layer will do an encryption and then it will go to the session layer. Session layer will try to establish a connection. Directly, it will make a connection with the device B using the Wi-Fi, but it will not directly interact. It will just check whether the devices exist or not. Okay, that is what it will do. Then it will go for the transport layer. Transport layer, it will select, okay, I want to use a TCP protocol. No, I don't know, I want a UDP protocol. And then the port number, which port it needs to send. All this will be decided by using the transport layer. Once that is done, it will go for the network layer. Network layer will resolve the IP address. Actually, here also I need to make one more connection. Actually, let me refresh this page. Now let me check. Now it is correct. So guys, actually one more thing also will happen. What will happen? IP, this like network layer will have one more connection. Okay, this will check the IP address of the device. Okay, directly it will get the IP address and other things. So there will be one more connection to here also. Okay, and then it will go for the MAC resolve. So this is using the data link layer. Guys, data link layer is a very important one because that will be using a service called ARP. Okay, so data link layer by using a service called ARP. It needs to find the MAC address of the particular device. Okay. So what it will do, ARP will send a broadcast message to all the devices. Device first it will go for device D, it will go, and then device B, it will go, device C, it will go. So what will happen? It will check who is having this MAC address, or who is having this IP address. So what this guys will do, who is having the address, he will say, okay, sir, I'm the one who's having this MAC address, kindly take it. Okay, like that device, this device B will send us MAC address to ARP, and then ARP will directly send it to the data link layer. So once the MAC address has been resolved, then the data will be start transferring. Okay, so first it will be in this order: MAC address, IP address, port, and then the encrypted data via the physical layer. Via physical layer. Physical layer is the Ethernet or Wi-Fi we are having. Okay, actually this is what actually I need to connect. Okay, so this will be the final. So sorry, it is looking too clumsy, but try to go with this. So this will be the thing, and finally the data will be transferring to this device. Encrypted data. Yeah. So this will be the entire structure. This is what it is displayed. This is what I just showed in this image. Okay, so just wait. Guys, again I'm telling, and actually this will happen on the receiver side also, because now we just encrypted the data and did all the processing and everything is done. But we need to do the decryption also, encapsulation process and decapsulation process. Okay, so first in device, whenever it is a sender side, always it starts from the application layer, like for example, the WhatsApp or Messenger or any other applications which we are using. Okay, from there only it will start. Okay, once it is there, what will happen automatically after receiving to the device B, it will receive it from the Wi-Fi or the internet it is having. Internet is the physical address. Okay. So from that data, it will go to data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer. It will do all the decapsulation process. Decapsulation, like decryption process. Imagine like this. Okay. So it will do all the decryption where first it will check, okay, this is the sender. Okay, it will verify, okay, this is the correct sender I need to send. And then it will just check, okay, this is the key I'm having. Now I'll decrypt it. And then after presentation layer decrypted, it will display in the application layer. Okay. So device A send a message called hello to device B. So this is the process. Okay. And guys, this is a theoretical process. Okay. Theoretical representation. But actually, this is what will happen. But we cannot, since everything will happen on the complete backend, we cannot able to see it. Okay. So I forgot actually. I created a Python package for this, right? Wait, let me just see. What is this? Mm, one of them. There's just 1 minute. Actually, I created a package for this. Install package. OSI. Come on. Refresh. Having that much of packages. NKOSI. Yeah. CMD NKOSI. I NKOSI UI. Just 1 minute. 5.3. Okay. Then I will reinstall it. Try to reinstall. Guys, actually, for this, I created a visual representation. I created a Python package. Maybe you'd have remember actually. Previously, I done that. NKOSA and then UI, I guess. So that is what I did. Wait, let me have the files. Desktop, KL, search for it. MKOS. Just 1 minute. And desktop only I'm having. Yeah. Is only few people would have remember because I did it in the beginning. Hmm. Just 1 minute. What happened? Sign. Signature. Record is done. Printout is done. There you go. You made all the changes now? Yeah. Mm. And wait. Yeah. Understand. Wait. Let me check it first. Right. Mm. That is okay. Oh, finally. Correct name. Actually, you know what? Some students, what they did is, instead of using my name, actually, they H will be there. Okay. But what they did is like NNDAN. That is on my name. So, yeah. So, here is the project code. You only shared. Show me a demo. Oh, see the diagrams. Hmm. Yeah. You got diagram. Okay, this one is just here is sticky. Okay, big gum here actually. You just later tear it, okay? No problem. You want it now? Okay, but stick actually. आज का डेट 15 है ना? No? I will sign today's date only. सर 11 तारीख का सबमिट डेट हो गया तो फिर but I can't if now it's 15 4 days I'm actually 4 days is passed. ठीक है सर तब तीन को पेमेंट no नहीं हमें सर नहीं सर सर्टिफिकेट लेकर लेंगे ए पता क्या है यार सर तो बोल रहे थे सुकुमार सर के पास जाओ लेकिन मैंने ठीक है एक काम करो एक बार पाठक सर से बात करो whether I can able to put no actually this is important certificate now okay just talk to him whether I can able to put 11 or 15 okay just ask him once okay he's free only now try to ask him because without confirmation we can't do anything it's a record now because other staffs are whenever at which time even yesterday also one staff connected they put only yesterday's date only. That is why I'm having this confusion. Okay, just go and ask him once. Okay, go and ask him once. I'll sign it. Okay, they do it. They do one. Okay. Hey, just keep it here. Just take only one. No problem. Just keep it here and go. Why are just you're taking all the things? Ah. Jao. Keep your bags there. No problem. No one will take. Okay, sorry. So, sorry guys. Let me now. Now I'll continue. Stop. Actually, it's in the GC folder. GC, OSI, and KOSI. So what is the command I given actually? NKOSI UI only. Same thing. NKOSI. But why it is saying? So let me run it here itself. Python minus one. What is the command actually? Like some E I have to mention. Right. First, let me install it again. Let me install -e. Yeah, -e and dot. Some MP website. Hey, why it is happening like this? Okay. Shall I just I don't know what happened actually. I created this law maybe few months ago now. Discovery is not working actually. Then okay, just leave it. If possible, I'll just make the changes and I'll show you the visualization tomorrow. I don't want to waste. We don't have time, man. Enough time for this. So okay. So guys, this is the thing. Okay. So now I'll go with the rest. So the next important thing we are going to say is about there is only one particular part in this OSI that you have to remember till your end, like till you're going for cybersecurity. Yeah. What happened? तो बोला कि डेट नहीं चाहिए पोजीशन को सिर्फ साइन चाहिए हाँ ठीक तो फिर नो वहाँ अदर स्टाफ सब थिंग्स तो फिर ठीक है प्रॉब्लम नहीं हाँ I don't know the full name. We'll just make it short. Hey, yeah. No. Hey, you won't be having any problem here, right? So if it is like this, they won't tell you anything, na? Review is that? Review. Review. Project review. So for reading final review is already done for all the people. Okay. Actually, there is one more team which they have been allotted from. But these guys are like they're not even coming to the college. They only contacted me once or twice and then they just completely stopped. You need to sign this countersign. You need to sign here also. ये दोनों सर बाकी सर करेंगे यहाँ पे तो कुछ नहीं करेंगे ठीक So you guys got a job action, right? Excellent. तो फिर so which domain you guys are focusing on? Which domain? Like full stack development or which domain you are focusing on currently? Nothing. Hey, what is this? ठीक है जब देख लीजिए वो मैं आऊंगा क्योंकि I just got knocked out the last 15 people. Jump down the Okay. Okay, all the best and make sure you're getting some job, okay? So guys, let me continue, okay? So here a very important thing is there. That is this TCP and IP. In this TCP, sorry, not this one. Come to this and protocols. So guys, we have this two protocols, okay? TCP protocol and UDP protocol, okay? So here TCP protocol is a connection-oriented protocol and UDP is, yeah, John, yeah. So UDP protocol is a connectionless protocol. Connection in first of all, connection-oriented in the sense. For example, I want, imagine like you're making a call. Okay, you're calling your friend. Okay, so from my device, one direct data will be sent to your device. Okay, it will be popping up a notification. There is a call from this number. Do you want to accept it or not? Okay, so once if you are accepting the call, then only the connection will be established, and my data will be start transferring. Like the voice will be start transferring. Okay, so this is what will happen. So this is a best example for this TCP. So whenever we are sending a file, for example, you're transferring one file, okay, using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi direct or using any other application, what you will do, you need to accept it in the another device. So that is what this will do. Connection oriented means it needs the user permission and receiver permission to send any data to make the proper communication. Okay, if you come to UDP doesn't need that. Okay, UDP is a connectionless. For an example, imagine, for an example, streaming applications. Okay, what you're doing, I'm simply opening a YouTube. Okay, I'm clicking on a YouTube video, automatically displaying without any permissions. I'm opening Netflix. Then Netflix also it is doing the same. So all the streaming platforms uses UDP protocol, so that what they can do, so that they can able to easily seamlessly they can able to stream it, so that no one will have any issues. Because if each and every user is asking for permission whenever they're clicking a video, whenever they're clicking a video or movie means, they will be having a lot of pressure on this, and they'll be having a lot of issues will happen. Monitoring will not be done. So that is why they're having the subscription systems. So once your email ID is subscribed, then you can access any videos. This is what they will do. Okay. And you can have one more example also. For an example, you guys are gaming, you're playing some games. So whenever you're playing like any arcade games or any multiplayer games in the sense, what will happen? Imagine like PUBG, Free Fire is there means. So opposite player movements needs to be updated and your movement also needs to be updated. So whenever the player is moving, we cannot able to okay, I moved. Yes, I moved. Yes, like that ways we cannot able to do. So that is why there also UDP protocol will work. So without any permission, automatically it will just till the connection is ending. By default, it will just transfer the data again and again and again. Okay, within just fraction of seconds, it will share the data again and again and again repeatedly. So anyone can access it. By default, it will just share the data. Anyone can access, and anytime they can access till the connection has been closed. So this is the TCP and UDP protocols. Okay. So guys, First one is FTP protocol. FTP protocol means file transfer protocol. Okay, and I told you about this yesterday. So whenever I'm doing a particular thing, for example, I want to transfer image, I want to transfer a text, or I want to do transfer anything, means everything will happen on this FTP. This is a file transfer protocol. Okay. Second is this SSH. SSH is like a remote shell, like a remote connection to another system,
Secure
which is
shell.
yeah,
Secure shell.
yeah, secure shell only. Hey, I'm talking about the functionality. I'm not telling any expansion here. Listen. So guys, what this SSH will do is SSH will try directly we can able to connect to any remote desktop or a remote connection to any other system. For an example, imagine having my AWS servers. Okay, let me try to connect to any one of the server. Okay, I think I'll be wait. Let me just get the IP address.
ତାଙ୍କର ତ ତାର ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀ ପରା ରେ
ଦେଇଦେଲା ସେ ପାରିଲାନି ତଳେ ତାକୁ ଦେଇଦେଲା ଗାନ୍ଧୀ
IP.
କଣ ବାଜିବା ପରା ଆଳୁ
ହଁ ବାଛିବା
ଖୋଲା ଆଣୁଛି ହାଁ
ସେ ବେଗରେ ଆଣେ ସେ ବେଗ ଧରିକି ଆ ଥିବ ଥିବ ଆଣେ ତୁ ଆଗ
Hey, no one told me that.
मैंने वही बोला कि एक बार और निकल लेता हूँ ये डॉक्यूमेंट ले लीजिए ये तो भी ये उनको नहीं चाहिए ये हमारे पास रहेगा मैं और एक लेके आता हूँ
ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
सर वो बोल रहे हैं पैसे पास कर जाओ पहले बोले वो डांट रही एक एक करके जाओ इधर मैं देखो और एक एक करके
Now what do you have to do now?
ଇ ଚାଉଳ
सर वो कुछ नहीं बोले वो बोले कि सर जाके बोलो यस सर एंड नहीं करना था मैं डांट रहा हूँ
କୁଟା ନା ଖାଇବ ରଖିବ
Hey, oh, to ठीक है. That is what I'm asking. So just honest, just take another printout of this, and then I'll just sign in the blue.
ଧାନ ରହିବ
Even in the paper also, you're signing everything in the red now. So I don't know this
ନେଇକି କରିବୁ
because in other colleges will be signing everything using red pen only. ठीक है, problem नहीं. और एक printout लेकर आ जाओ. I'll just and in the like and that printout problem now. और that
वो पता नहीं
और पता नहीं.
पता पूछा हमने वो बोले यहीं पे रखो उसके बाद ये पहले
ଅଲଗା ବଡ଼ ବଡ଼
ये तुम्हारे पास रहेगा ये
ठीक है. So पहले एक printout लेकर और एक printout लेकर आ जाना. I'll just sign it. Okay. ठीक है. जाओ.
ନାଇଁ ଆମଟା ଏଇଟୁକା ତ ନାଇଁ ଉଠା ବନେଇବା
These guys are just making rules, different new rules. Okay. So guys, for an example, I'll connect to my SSH. Okay. So SSH hyphen I and which key? Like
ଭାତ ମାଗେ ହାଁ
so /AG Academy 8. This is the key. Okay, so guys, actually here I'm having a private key. Okay, this is .pem key. Okay, I created this key using RSA algorithm. Okay, so this will be my key, and then followed by the username. For example, that is Ubuntu at the rate of IP address. Okay, Ubuntu at the rate of the IP address. That is 3.17.175.162. Let me check whether this is running or not first. Okay. So guys, now I just connected to the remote system. Actually, this is a web server. Okay, this is our server. I'm running we are running our backend server here. So now if you can see, I connected using this SSH. So SSH is a secure shell. By using that, we can able to connect to any remote devices. Okay. So for that, they need to create a key. Okay, that is SSH key gen. We need to create a key for it, and then we can able to remotely connect to the terminal version of it, TY version of it. Okay. So here this is a Ubuntu now. So ls, so our AJ's backend is there. Okay, so this is our current backend files. Okay, currently you're just running. Okay, so this is what SSH and why, and there is one more thing is also there. That is telnet. Okay, so if you see there is a one more thing is telnet. Actually, the thing is, imagine, guys, can anyone tell me the difference between HTTP and HTTPS?
HTTP is more secure as compared to HTTP.
More secured. How it is?
Because it uses S means secure. Hypertext transfer protocol secure.
Simply it is having secure. It is not that it is providing a security. I want the exact answer. Difference between HTTP and HTTPS.
ମିଶେଇକି ରଖିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ
What you said is correct, but the flow is wrong.
ସେଟା ଆଳୁ ଫୁଲକେ ଆଣୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଶସ୍ତା ନାହିଁ
Okay, tell me.
30 ଟା 20 ଟଙ୍କା ରଖୁଥିଲେ କି 10 15 ଟଙ୍କା ରଖୁଥିଲେ
Any other? No idea. So, guys, it's very simple. If you take this HTTP as an example, HTTP will transfer every data as a plain text. Okay, it is not, it is giving us some security, it is not that. So what will happen? HTTP protocol directly send the data as a plain text. So for an example, imagine I'm a hacker, I'm on the same network, and you're using a website which is using HTTP protocol, and you're just doing some file transfer or any other important conversation you're doing. So what I can do is simply I can monitor all the things you're doing without any. It won't be any secured or anything. I can able to easily access your everything. Okay, for example, you're sending your bank accounts or any other data. Okay, what I will do is I can able to easily see all the things. So that is what HTTP will do. Okay, so second is HTTPS. What this HTTPS will do is HTTPS will encrypt it. Whatever the data I'm using, it will be using a thing called TLS, okay, transport layer security. Okay, that is what it will do. What it will do is it will encrypt whatever the data we are entering in the website itself. So that what will happen if I'm sending hello means hello will be encrypted in some different algorithms, and then what will happen? Only that encrypted text will be displayed to the hacker. So I can without the key or anything, I cannot able to decrypt it. So this is the basic concept. So now guys, do you understand about this HTTP HTTPS? So HTTP will send a data in a plain text. HTTPS will encrypt and it will send. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, there is nothing like HTTPS is using secure. HTTP is not using secure. It is not that. Only thing is it is using plain text and this is some algorithm. That's it. Encryption. That is it. So now we'll come to this one. Why I'm telling that here means we're having this telnet. This is what we are using. This is what we have used from the beginning. At first, telnet is the only like remote connection everyone used. But telnet uses plain text. For example, I'm running a command. For example, guys, if you see, so in this terminal, where is it? Wait. In this Ubuntu, I'm sending some commands. For an example, mkdir secret. Sorry. I'm creating a new directory. Wait, sorry, mkdir. And one more thing is, it will be a bit slower actually. Whenever you're using a web server, it will be a bit slower. So now I created a secret, and then what I'm doing is echo message. Okay, and I'm closing it, and I'm sending this to nano new dot text. Standard input. Okay, not on a terminal. Say okay, no problem. So what I'm doing is here I'm creating a new file. Imagine I'm just sending an echo message or anything. Means what will happen in an SSH? Every data will be encrypted. Actually, from I'm typing from my device. It is sending the data to the web server, and then I can able to display it here. That is why I'm typing faster, but it will be a bit slower. Okay, so this is what will happen in SSH. SSH will create a secure tunnels actually. So in that tunnel, every data will be encrypted. Whatever the commands I'm typing, whatever the things I'm listing. Okay, every connection, every data like requesting and then response, everything will be encrypted. But in telnet, what will happen? Everything will be sent as a plain text. For example, I'm sending this hello. This is a message means what will happen? I can use some packet capturing applications like Wireshark. So by using Wireshark itself, what I can do is I can able to get this message. Okay, the user is sending a command called echo. So this is what we can do in telnet. So that is telnet like SSH has been replaced. Okay, so Since the telnet is not secured, we created a thing called SSH, secure shell. That is what currently we are using for remote connections entirely. So the same concept for the HTTP and HTTPS. Okay. And then, wait a second. No? Who said that? Telnet we can use in CLA also. Directly we can use the telnet for the, directly we can connect it using telnet. There one is you need to learn a lot. No. Okay. So guys, listen. Hmm. And if you want to test telnet in the sense, what you can do is, so in the features, actually, I told you to turn Windows features on or off now. So here you can able to see the telnet. So where is it? So telnet client is there. So client, and automatically it will just check for the all the things, okay? And then once it is installed, just run the telnet command, okay? And it is not like telnet is for GUI. Telnet is not for GUI. Telnet we can able to connect everything. For example, now I want to connect to google.com. Telnet google.com. Okay. So connecting to google.com. So what will happen? It will try to establish a connection. That's it. Okay. And actually by default, I won't be getting connection because now Google is not using Telnet actually. So this is what it will do. It is not like a GUI version. Telnet is the as same as CLI version, but the only thing is Telnet will transfer every data as a plain text. It won't encrypt anything. So that is why, for an example, if I'm trying to log into any other, so for example, I'm using Telnet to log into any website. Okay, and at that point, what will be happen? Login will be asked. I will enter login password. So what will be happening automatically? Any user can able to get my login access. That is why we are not using telnet anymore. We're using only SSH. Okay. So now, the next thing is SMTP. SMTP is nothing but mail transfer protocol. Whenever you are sending a mail, guys, this is only for sender side. Okay, you need to focus. Whenever we are having some protocols, we'll be having sender side as well as receiver side. What happened? Okay. Okay, so sender side is there and receiver side is there. This SMTP protocol is used to send any mail. Okay, I'm opening Gmail. I'm trying to send a mail to any one person means it will be using this SMTP protocol to send. And we have for receiving also we have different protocols. For receiving we have these two protocols, POP3 protocol and IMAP protocol. Okay, so first, I'll tell you about the things first. First, POP3 is for like a single device connection. Imagine by default, everyone we are using is IMAP actually. You can able to find it in your Gmail itself. Let me just go for it. Okay, let me show you. Then it will be easy for it to understand. Guys, just 1 minute. So just go to your mail and then your complete settings, all settings. So where is it? Where is it? So guys, if you see that by default pop is not selected. Okay, by default it will be IMAP. Okay, so now only I'm using IMAP only. Okay, if you want, you can just use enable pop for all the mails. Okay, so why if you need pop in the sense, for an example, your mail needs to be secured, and even if you want to access your mail offline also, you can use this pop. Okay, so by using pop, what you can do is you can just access mail only on that particular device. Okay, and every mail will be downloaded. By default, everything will be downloaded. So without internet, you can just view all the mails. Okay, so that is this pop protocol. Okay, and currently we're having this IMAP protocol. IMAP protocol in the sense, what will happen automatically wherever we are logging into our Google account or any other email ID, we can access our mail anytime, anywhere, and we need internet connection. Okay, so this is the difference between POP and then IMAP. Okay, and then yeah, you all know about forwarding address now. For an example, currently this is my email ID. So if I don't want to receive from this email ID. For example, my mail is completely full. I want a new email ID to, for example, if anyone is sending to this email ID, the mails needs to be forwarded to another email. In that case, you can use this add a forward address. Okay. So and one more thing actually Google has been given, that is we can even change our email ID name also. Guys, anyone know that? Actually, Google has been announced the new this one. So what you can do is you can change your email ID name actually. If it is available, you can change it to a new one. That is what Google announced now. So some people will be embarrassing about their email ID, like childish email ID, so you can change that also. Yes, Google announced actually. But I don't know when they are going to launch it. But they announced it previously, like few days ago. I guess you can just change it in your Google account itself, I guess. Okay. So wait, I'll do it. I'll do it later. Okay, I'll teach you. Well, let me check that first, and then I'll do it. But Google announced it. You can change it now. So guys, now I'll continue with the rest. Okay. So and actually in the website itself, I'll be having the commands also for that. Okay, so how, like all the commands, basic commands. Okay, whenever you're clicking, for example, FTP means how to connect to a FTP server, and all the things will be here. So guys, now I want and we have few more things now. So I'll let me finish this first in 2 to 3 minutes. Guys, next is we having this DNS. DNS is domain name system or domain name server. So what it will do, its only job is to convert all the domain name to IP address. Okay, so imagine every website is having an IP address, and we can access a website only using IP address. That is what in backend everything is happening. Okay, for example, I'm trying to open google.com. So what will happen? It will not directly go to google.com. So my system will send a request to the DNS server. So what this DNS will do? DNS is like like imagine like a telephone directory. In telephone directory, for all the names, it will be having the numbers, right? So it will be like this. For all the domains, it will be having the IP address of it. So my device will send a request to this DNS. And then this DNS will search it directly. Okay, for google.com, this is the IP address. And then what our system will do, our browsers and everything will do is it will load the IP address directly. Okay, it is not like, okay, you're searching for google.com, it is opening google.com. It is not the process. So the process, it will go to DNS, it will get the IP address, and it will load the IP address only. Okay, that is the DNS one. And then next we're having is SMB. SMB is nothing but server message block. For example, request and response protocol. Okay, that is common actually. For example, I will be sending one request. So the next device needs to accept it. And then we can able to get the response. Okay, that is SMB protocol. All this, most of the protocols is created by Microsoft. Okay, the SMB is a very old protocol which will be using in Microsoft server actually. Okay, but don't worry, I'll show you a demonstration. So guys, now everyone open your Google Chrome and then search for hack the box. Let me just put it in chat also. Guys, come on, just side by side, just simultaneously do it with me. So what you have to do is open Hack the Box and then click on Get Started. Okay. After clicking on Get Started, go with the Create free account. Okay. Here you need to just simply go with sign up with Google. That will be better for you. Okay. That is why I told you to create a new email ID also. So sign up with Google, but I have already signed it up. Okay. So I'll do one thing. Manish, can you just share your screen because I already created an account. Because the username is the very important part here now. Manish, are you there? Manish or Manish actually? Manis. Manish. Okay, try to share your screen now. Come on. Right. Let me check. Now you can share your screen. Try to share your screen. Then we'll be seeing it. Okay. Yeah. Guys, actually, when creating this account, there is a only very important part. That is the username. Okay. The username is very important. Are you already having an account? No, create a new account actually. Just go to a new email ID and no. I understand. Just do one thing. For now, just try to use any different email ID. Just for account creation. Then later remove it. Okay. Because I just want to show them about the username. Because username will not be available for every users and there is a limit to it, right? Guys, actually, there is one thing. So, what will happen when we try to create an account? It will ask for username. Okay. By default, don't try to give your name. Try to give any other nickname with some numbers or any other things. The reason is mostly everyone will be using this hack the box. Your name will be available there itself. Some other users will be using that. So at that particular time, what will happen? Only 3 to 5 tries will be there. If in the same 5 tries you're using the same email ID, so same username, or even all the username is rejecting means, then for 24 hours they'll block you. So after 24 hours only you can able to create an account. You're not signed in. I want you to sign up a new account. Guys, simultaneously do it, okay? So what he's currently doing, simultaneously use it. No, you try to log in now. Try to use a different account. No. They will not allow. Actually, this hack the box changed all the rules actually. Try to use different account. Or else just wait, let me share my screen. I'll go with I'll do it. Okay, instead of Linux, I'll be using my Windows itself. Guys, just for account creation, just see this, okay? So I'll be using some other, yeah. Guys, for now, just what you have to do is go to the hack the box and then get started. So here, create a free account. So either you can sign up with Google or you can simply just type your email ID. Okay, so I'll be going with this Nandan, okay, 374 at gmail.com. 374 now. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So sign up. It is asking for password. I'll go with Yeah, use strong password. And guys, this is the very important part. This is what I'm trying to repeat it. Okay, when we are creating username, we have to make sure the username is not taken previously. So now what I'm going to do is I'll go with the username called just see now. I'm just using Nandan K, country India. Now just see the error is popping up. Just see now. So the username has been already taken. So now what I'm going to do is I'll try to use just Nandan. And if you are using this more than like 3 to 5 times, what they will do, we cannot able to create the account no matter what. So for 24 hours, they will block us. So now what I'm going to do is NK NKHTB. So NK means Nandan K, HTB means like hack the box. So try to use any nicknames or try to use numbers. See, even this is also taken. GECHTB. That is the very important thing actually, the username. Okay, because even now this is working. So guys, whenever you're creating an account, make sure your username has been some uniqueness, having some unique name. Okay, and make sure you're not trying more than 3 times. Then what will happen? The particular email ID will be blocked for 24 hours. Or else they'll block the IP address actually. Okay, then what you can do is you cannot able to log in for the next 24 hours. Then you have to log in with another system with another internet, like another different Wi-Fi or different hotspot. So now I'll go to the mail. Okay, so verify the email address. Okay. So guys, now this is created. So the next step is yes, you have to give a different name. Actually, this is what will happen because now I try to give my own name. Okay, but it's saying the name is already taken. Actually, once it is taken, we cannot able to take that particular name. That is why try to choose any unique name. Uniquely try to add some numbers also. The numbers are allowed, so you can use numbers also. Guys, now see here. Select start learning. Okay, start learning cybersecurity. Onboarding is very important. So field cybersecurity, and here you have to mention cybersecurity student. Okay, guys, listen. So what you have to do is just select cybersecurity, learning cybersecurity, and here you have to select as a cybersecurity student. Okay, and then continue. And what are all the things you're going to do? For now, select network penetration testing and web penetration testing and wireless infrastructures. Only these 3 things. Okay, you don't need to select any other things for now. Okay, this is onboarding. Okay, this 3 interested one. Okay, first network penetration testing, second is web application penetration testing, and then wireless infrastructure penetration testing. Only these 3 things they are going to do. Okay, continue. And here, just click on yes. Yeah, go with yes. For you, it's go. Yeah, it's no problem. Okay, so guys, now the account has been created. So now what you have to do is simply just click on the start learning, and you have to go for HTTP Academy. Okay, HTTP Academy, or even you can go with labs also. Okay, both are available. So let me just tell you what are all the things which is available here. Okay, so first go with HTTP lab. Okay, in lab they will be giving us a virtual environment. Okay, they'll be giving us some labs where we can able to do practically. Practically, we can able to do all the attackings and all the things. Okay. Okay. So guys, first of all, this is the first page. Okay. So here what you have to do is you can able to status incomplete, difficulties easy. Go with easy difficulty, and first go with okay, this is what actually easy one, like cap only. Yeah. Guys, select this. Okay, select the first one. So Actually, this is a very big process. So let me just tell you how to do it first. Okay. So now what will happen? Go to adventure mode. Yeah, no, go to adventure mode. Adventure or guided. For you, it will be guided. Okay. Task, all the tasks will be there. So guys, first what you will do is you have to connect to a virtual machine. VPN will be there. Okay. So for that, let me just show you. So if you see here, it is asking for a connect. Just click on the connect. Okay, it is saying machines are there. So just click on the machines. Okay, here what you have to do is you have to connect Open VPN. Okay, so here select TCP protocol and then download VPN. Guys, again I'm repeating. What you have to do is once you have opened the HTTP labs, by that time itself you have to click on this connect. Click on this connect and then go to the machines, or else even you can go to directly startup point also. Okay, go to startup points, click on Open VPN, and by default you don't need to change anything. Okay, simply just select TCP protocol and download VPN. So what will happen? One file will be downloaded. So this is the starting point OVPN. So we'll be connecting to this account. So now what I'm going to do is I'll go to my Linux because I'm not going to do it in Windows. Kali. Okay, so now, guys, now I have logged into my account. This is my dashboard, right? So directly go to start playing. Again, I'm repeating, directly go to the start playing. Okay, let's go. So now what you have to do is, so this is the starting point. Okay, so I will be directly sharing you this also. Actually, we'll go with tier 0 itself. Wait, wait, chat. Okay, so guys, that is the starting point. Okay, so now what we have to do is, I wait. Yeah. First, simply just click on Linux, or else directly you can able to connect to a starting point, or else simply I'll go with this way. This is the easy one. Just click on it first. Okay. After click on it, then here click on Start Machine. Okay. Now what you have to do is I told you to download this starting point. Download this OVPN file. No need to change anything. Just go with TCP and then downloading it first. Okay, so now this has been downloaded. Okay, this will be in your downloads folder. Okay, so now open a terminal and then directly you can go to CD downloads. Okay, or else what you can do is simply in this folder itself, just right click and then open terminal here. Okay, so automatically it will just show you this also. Okay, you don't need to do anything. So once you have downloaded, first check whether OVPN is available or not. Okay, so for that simply OVPN. OVPN or wait. For that I can use different also. So guys, now let me just install the package. Okay. So first check OpenVPN. Actually, I forgot that. OpenVPN. Yeah. So guys, if you type OpenVPN, it will be available. If in some cases, if it is not available, then what you have to do is sudo apt install OpenVPN. So let me just share you that command also. So guys, if you type OpenVPN, if it is not available, then install it. Okay, so now what you have to do is OpenVPN. Okay, OpenVPN followed by the address. Okay, so actually I'll be using sudo for this also. Sudo OpenVPN followed by the file, that is starting point.ovpn file. Just click on enter. So guys, now what will happen? One VPN virtual private network will be connected to the Hack the Box server automatically. You don't need to do anything. So simply sudo OpenVPN, the file name. So automatically what will happen? the VPN will be connected. So now what you have to do is now go to the hack the box page, and then now it is showing a green mark. So now it is showing it is connected. Okay. So now the UL server is the server is online and everything is done. So now what we have to do is view connection. Yeah, connected with OpenVPN. So guys, now they given me one target IP address. Okay, and this IP address will be accessed, and if you see VPN is connected here itself. So now what you have to do is now we'll start learning about a tool first. The first tool is Nmap. So what you have to do is just type Nmap and then followed by the IP address. Guys, listen. Nmap is a tool. Nmap it's a tool by which what we can do is we can able to analyze any IP address and we can able to find what are the services which are running. Services in the sense we now only we just saw the services, right? So that is the HTTP HTTPS servers, SSH, and then FTP servers, all the things which we just see now. So all the services. So now we'll be using Nmap to identify which particular service is running and which particular port it is running. That is a very important job now. So now what I'm going to do is Nmap followed by the IP address. Okay, and before running Nmap, you need to check the connection. So first we need to check connection whether the IP address is properly working or not. For that, what you have to do is ping and then -c, and for -c this is for only sending 4 packets or 5 packets, because by default what ping will do, ping will infinitely will send the packets and receiving the packets now. So we'll be using this arguments -c so that only 5 data will be shared. Okay, only 5 will be gone. So if you see, now we are getting a reply. Okay, every 0.2 seconds we are getting 5 packets transmitted, 5 is received. So the connection is established. The connection is in proper. So guys, now if you can see, now it is returning telnet servers is running. Okay, now we can able to see this. So what you have to do is Nmap followed by the IP address which you got by the machine. Okay, once the VPN is connected, you have to click start mission here, and then automatically it will give you this IP address. And guys, this IP address will be used only for the next 3 hours only. It will be available. Actually 3 hours, or they change the time makers. So only 3 hours it will be available. Okay, if you're disconnected with VPN means you have to again reconnect it and again get a new target IP address. Okay, so now it is showing me telnet services running. Okay, so now what we have to do is we need to connect using telnet followed by the IP address. So guys, this is what we will do. If FTP server is running, FTP followed by the IP address. Okay, so now this is what you have to do. So guys, now let me just go with this. Now it is trying to connect. Now it is connected to the machine. So now what I'm going to do is, it is saying login. Okay, so guys, by default we know the users. Okay, so by default what will be happening in every device, root user will be there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try root. Username is root, and then it is asking, and it is not asking any password. Simply I just typed root, automatically now it is login. So now we need to check the files. Okay, we need to find the key. Guys, this is what you have to do. What you have to do is we need to find the secret key, that is the flag. So now what I'm going to do is let me check what are the files which is available by using ls command. So it is showing 2 things, flag.txt and then snap. So let me check the files, and flag is the final key we need to get. So cat flag.txt. So now this is our secret key. Now we just find it out. It's a very simple one. Okay, so it's not like very complicated. It's a very simple one. So now what you have to do is simply copy this, and I'll go to the hack the box again. Now we need to do the task. our first task is, what is the acronym VM stands for? Guys, just or else do one thing. Anyone just share your screen? Manish, you do it. Try to share your screen and then do this one. Come on. Make it fast. We have only 5 minutes. Yeah, mission is started. Guys, he connected with the OpenVPN. Now he clicked on the start mission. Now the mission started. So what it will do, it will create a mission and it will give you the IP address of it. Okay. So now, just wait. Let it get the IP. Just do it with the basic way. Okay. Just wait. Because people here are beginners. Hmm. Yes. Copy the IP address. That's it. So guys, now what you have to do is open Nmap. First you need to scan it. Okay. Actually, we need to give some arguments also. Which server is running, server version, and all the things we need to give. But for now, you don't need to do anything. Simply, you can just type nmap and then followed by the IP address. Now it is telling us telnet service is running. Okay, so telnet followed by the IP address. Okay, so we need to wait because telnet, as I told you, telnet is used for remote connection. The same thing which is we are using for SSH. Right, and only thing is telnet will transfer all the data as a plain text. Okay, so now wait. First do the task. Okay, do the task now. So what does VM stands for? It's virtual machine. That is the first task. So task 1 is done. So what tool do we use to interact with operating system in order to issue with commands via command line? Which tool will we be using? It is also known as console or shell. No. Hey, that is not the answer. Which tool will be using? Terminal. Yes. So now the task 2 is done. So what service do we use to form our VPN connection? We used OpenVPN. By using OpenVPN only, we connected to the virtual machine. And which tool do we use for test our connection with the target? So first what I did is, I need to check the connection. For that we're using ping. By using ping only, we just checked, okay, the packets are sending. So the connection is established. Okay. So what is the name of most common tool for finding open ports on the target? That is Nmap. Okay. So which service now we identified? That is Telnet. Guys, actually, no, I don't have time. That is why we're just going faster. Okay. So what username is able to log in target over Telnet with a blank password? So root is one of the user. So now, wait. Don't type it. Just go to the terminal. Go to the terminal and then try to log in first. Connection closed. Again log in. Guys, from next class onwards, we'll be doing everything practically from in Hack the Box and in Try Hack Me and other platforms. Okay, so make sure you have created an account, and if you're not able to open me, just get help from your friends or you just message me. I'll help for you. Okay. So now we are trying to log in as root. We already know root is the main user. So by default, after typing root itself, it is showing us the login automatically. It's logged in without any password. So now what I'm doing is listing the files, and guys, in all the cases, we need to find this flag.txt. Okay, this is what we need to find. Okay, so now the username we can able to go is root, and then submitting the flag. Okay, the flag is done. Okay, so this is how we have to do. So Manish, now tell me, so this telnet is GUI or a CLI version? Now tell me. Huh. Okay, so this is the thing. Because telnet what it will do, it will do the same thing, remote connection, but it will send data as a plain text instead of a encrypted text. That is why we have created a thing called SSH. So SSH will create a tunnel between the remote device, and then we can able to do the encryption. Like automatically it will be secured. We can able to remotely connect, and we can seamlessly we can type all the commands, and we can able to log into any accounts and anything. No one can able to do anything in that. Yeah. So okay, guys. So we'll see in the next class, and make sure you have created an account and all the things. Okay. If you need any help, just ask me or any other person. So Anshuman, sir, yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you.